Power is a heavy crown, but paranoia is heavier. In the dim silence of the palace, King Saul could no longer hear the guidance of heaven, only the echoing whispers of his own doubts. Every shadow held a rival, every whisper a conspiracy. The monarch who once stood tallest among men was now trapped inside a fortress of his own making, clutching a spear against a phantom threat. Then the doors opened, not with the thunder of an invading army, but with the quiet steps of a shepherd. David entered the den of the erratic king, armed not with iron, but with a melody that carried the peace of the valleys.
The arches breathe a cerulean death, shadows reaching for the bronze, a million whispers, and the air shimmers, heat distorted. There is a clarity in the dust.
There, I know what I feel. The spear had become his shadow. Wherever he walked, it walked. Wherever he slept, it watched. The king of Israel was now a prisoner of his own grip. My lord, we have heard of a young man in Bethlehem, a son of Jesse. He is brave. He speaks with wisdom beyond his years. But what they say of his harp playing, they say when he plays, the very air changes. The heaviness lifts. His servants saw it too. The trembling hands, the hollow gaze. They glanced at one another, searching for the courage to speak. 1 minute. 1 minute of peace. That's all I'm asking for. Bring him. One among them remembered a name. A boy from Bethlehem whose music could quiet the storms inside a man. And in that moment, the desperate king grasped at the smallest hope, that perhaps a song could do what no sword had done. When the king calls, you don't debate. You pack bread and wine, and you send your son.
Serve the king well, my son. Let your hands bless whatever room you enter.
And if the room doesn't want to be blessed?
Bless it anyway.
He had fought a lion in the wild. He had no way of knowing he was walking towards something far more dangerous. A king with a spear, and nothing left to lose.
The prophet's horn runs cold on my skin,
but I still smell the dust of the fold.
a heavy mantle for a boy so young, and a silent promise has been sung to turn the night into a new sun.
The air itself holds its breath. He looks at me and not the throne. His eyes are the deepest part of the sea. He doesn't see the shepherd's hands. He sees a shield against the coming dark.
A long beat. Saul leans forward. Something flickers behind his eyes. Recognition, perhaps, or jealousy's first
This
breath.
is not the victory we sought.
But it passes. For now, the relief is louder. You will stay. You will be my armor bearer. When the darkness comes back.
I will play.
Good. Good. For months, David lived inside a paradox. Servant to the man whose throne he was born to inherit. Student in the school of the man he was destined to replace.
May it find its rightful
Every
king.
room he cleaned was a room he was memorizing. Every mood he navigated was a leadership lesson in what never to become.
I will not fail.
The boy who entered the palace with a harp had become a fixture in the king's court. But favor in the house of Saul is a shifting sand. The music could quiet the torment for an hour, a night, a day. But the darkness always came back, and every time it returned, it brought a deeper hunger. He plays, and the rooms grow warm. The people look at him, and they smile. They look at me, and they wonder. David kept his eyes on the floor, his fingers on the strings, and his heart on the wilderness. The school of the palace was nearing its end. A different test was gathering on the horizon, not in the quiet, suffocating halls of Gibeah, but out in the open air, where the earth shakes under the weight of a challenge no army dares to answer.
A glorious challenge waits for me.
The Lord holds the tomorrow.